This video is brought to you by Grandeur Warranty, your #1 online source for factory-backed extended warranties in the country.
The team is back together!
Yes, and it's New Year's!
Happy New Year!
Happy New Year! It's gonna be so cool. We're out doing our normal thing, doing what, a 100-mile loop?
Yes, we're doing a Denver 100 on a brand new truck that never existed before. This is a 2025 Chevy Silverado heavy-duty trail boss, and we're towing basically a maximum trailer weight.
Well, that's good. That's the kind of loads I like to have.
Exactly. We have an off-road truck, but can it still do some work? We're gonna find this out right now. Well, we are at the big truck stop with the big boys today. This is a lot of fun. Yeah. So basically what we need to do is top off, and then we're gonna go about 115 miles on the Denver 100 loop and show you exactly the efficiency of this truck and how it handles the big load. Big trucks, big nozzles. Yeah. This puppy has a 36-gallon tank, so it's not actually that big. All right, that's all. We're gonna have to come back to the same truck stop and tell you the results, how much range we have, etc. Mr. Truck, it's like good old days, right?
Yeah, good old days we did for a decade of doing this.
Yeah, so we're pulling a very heavy trailer. This trailer is about, what, 17,500 pounds?
Yes.
Approximately. And we just stopped off at the truck stop.
Right.
We got our beef jerky. We're good.
Yeah, I got my beef jerky. I don't know what you got. Anyway,
Well, we're sharing a bag.
Well, this is cool. Do 100 miles here and just see what kind of fuel mileage it gets, because, you know, like I said earlier, the EPA does not test these commercial vehicles. So we want you folks to know what you're getting into before you buy it, because sometimes that can be a shocker. I remember that when the old Hummer H2 came out. There was no EPA sticker on it. People had no idea it was only 10 miles a gallon. Boy, were they shocked.
Yes.
So we're trying to prevent shock for you guys to get, what you want, and what you need. So you finally got your trail boss.
I know. So Chevy has had a 1500 Silverado Trail Boss for many years.
Yeah.
Right? Then they introduced the Colorado Trail Boss, right? And then finally heavy duty. Right?
The more people are using these for off-roading than they used to. But
Yes.
it's pretty cool. And with a diesel, they can manage to get through that. He's got those cool tires. Those KO3s.
Okay, the latest technology.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
But we're not going off-roading today. We're going to see how well this pulls our trailer.
Well, because this is a working truck as well. You know, it might be a fun truck, but it also has to work.
That's true.
If you're working your Chevy Silverado heavy-duty truck like we are right now, pulling heavy trailers, you should consider factory-backed extended warranties. And there is no better place than GrangerWarranty.com. They're the leading online manufacturer-backed extended warranty dealer in the country. You could save an average of $1,000. And you could buy the warranty, cover many aspects of your vehicle, and service your truck at any appropriate and certified dealership in the country, so you don't have to go to Granger specifically to get the work done. And you can protect your investment for the long haul.
Are you okay?
What?
Are you done over there?
No. Can you help me?
Do you need help?
Yes.
Geez, I mean,
By the way, guys, this would not be possible without our friends at Denver East Machinery Company. Use the link in the description below. Check them out as well. They have used equipment, new equipment. They can fix your equipment and the rest. Others are... Whoa!
You okay?
Yeah.
What'd you break off?
No, it was
oh
just
my gosh, the handle. Oh.
Evan, Did you have Wheaties this morning? Yes.
Evan's got to come with us because we're not going to be able to move these ramps again.
Mr. Truck, we're also testing a very cool and safe piece of equipment. This is a new gooseneck ball by WaySafe. It's rated up to 7,500 pounds of tongue load or 30,000 pound trailer weight, and it has a gauge built into it.
That's cool. You know, I have one of those. They're awesome.
Yes.
I mean, they've been making the bumper pull scales for a very long time. Now, this came out just a few years ago at SEMA. I was there when it happened. And that's awesome because it's always nice to know how much tongue weight you have so you don't blow your tires or something else.
Exactly. And it's also, they don't have to drill the ball, right? It's lockable. It has a key. And you know exactly, because it's so hard to estimate gooseneck trailers, right?
Yes, yes.
You know exactly what your payload is right here.
That's a good, safe way to do it. And it has a place for your hitches, or did you have to buy these clamps?
No. These attachment points are universal and also come from WaySafe right there. Really amazing stuff. And check them out using the link in the description below. Very neat and lightweight equipment. Mr. Truck, we bought this new heavy-duty trail boss for TFL Studios, and it came with a bed liner. It came with this wiring for the trailer. You also have a 4-pin or a 7-pin, of course. You have this handle. You can climb in. It has a fancy tailgate.
Yes.
It has all of that.
That's too cool. You got it equipped pretty well. Of course, you always want these bed liners.
I'm so happy we have this new WaySafe hitch
Yeah.
because, you know, you and I have done a lot of these, maybe 180, you know, towing tests.
Right.
But it's still really neat to know exactly what your tongue load is.
Right. You're not always near a scale.
Yeah.
So now you have some idea of what's happening back there. And then when you're loading or whatever you're loading, like we've got these excavators on here,
Yeah.
you can readjust them.
Exactly.
Like
as
we
you're
did.
loading
Yeah, like
and
we
not
did.
doing it after the fact.
Right. You want to be safe and you want to be able to balance. You want all the brakes working for you, you know, and all the suspension working for you for that load back there. And you know, like now we're at 17.5, so we're at a 2,500 pound tongue weight.
Yeah. So that's probably where we should be, right?
Yeah, because you know we're not skinny people.
No.
And so you gotta count us in and the cameras in and all this other stuff.
Yeah. And I also noticed that the truck squatted quite a lot.
You know, I think we got at least 2 inches of squat there, but I wish all these brands would get together and all go to air suspensions. It dramatically would help. I mean, you know, it is that part of it is probably the bump stop, but I don't know. I think that would even be harder if we were hitting bump stops. And we finally got some good roads. We were on some really bad potholes, and it was just really bad ride. But
Let's measure our sound.
okay,
I'm gonna be quiet, and you can kind of show what's going on.
I'm gonna call it an average of 61, which is very good.
Very quiet, actually.
Yes, this is a very quiet truck.
Yeah,
That's great.
And because some people usually are worried about being, you know, all-terrain tires or off-road tires, you know,
Yeah.
making noise.
Right.
That's not the case here.
These are the off-road tires, as KO.
Yes, but it's still a very quiet truck.
Yeah, they're not really affecting the ride. They're not making any noise.
Yeah.
So they've done a good job insulating this truck.
Boy, these trucks are getting big, huh?
They are. They're getting tall.
Well, we got a functional hood scoop.
That's good to be functional. It's not a fake one.
Exactly. And although the truck configuration is new, it's Trail Boss, the engine is the same as before. This is a 6.6 liter turbocharged diesel, Duramax, 470 horsepower, and 975 pound-feet of torque.
That's not the biggest in the class, but it does pretty darn well. It keeps up with them.
Exactly.
Oh, yeah, look at this. You see this nipple? That's to knock the dust out, because this actually sucks air through the functional hood scoop.
And the
Goes-
dirt comes out.
Exactly, dirt comes out, and then the air filter goes across to the air filter.
Yeah.
So we already just talked about the engine, right?
Right.
And it does not have the class-leading torque or horsepower numbers.
And that's interesting.
Yeah.
Because they're not class leading. They're last in their place. But when we go do the all the things we do with this Duramax, it does real well.
Yeah.
It's not like we're always in last place either. A lot of times it's in the range, and I'm amazed how they do. That's really good engineering when you can get this thing to to pull like everybody else and have less power. Maybe
Or less torque.
Yeah.
But I think it's a holistic picture, right? This truck does have a 10-speed automatic, right?
Right.
And it's been in this truck for about 5 years now.
Yeah, a long time.
And Allison branded. And also the rear axle is a 342.
Right, that's their normal pulling axle
Exactly.
that they use.
Which doesn't sound very aggressive.
well,
right. But
with a 10-speed, it's okay.
yeah, with the 10-speed it's okay. But it's also okay because we need efficiency, right?
Yeah, at some point you got to save some money.
Yeah.
The payload on this particular truck is 3,129 pounds. Not
Good
bad,
number.
right?
No, it's a good number.
Especially for a four-wheel drive big truck like
Yeah,
this.
3/4 ton. Yeah.
And then also gooseneck rating, you could see kind of here. Let's see, 19,100. But it's an approximation.
Oh yeah.
It's for a similar truck.
Similar truck.
Yes.
With equipped the way.
So we're pulling around almost like 17.5 today.
Yeah.
Maybe close to 18,000.
Good.
So we're getting close to the rating.
Well, that's the way to do it. How else do you test the truck if you don't maximum out? Andre, can you come push the button and extend these out?
Well, this particular one doesn't have that. It's power folding.
Oh, it's manual labor. Oof, there.
There you go.
Nice mirrors though. They're big. I like them. They're better than the old model. Yes.
Andre and I have a difference.
What?
Opinion.
What?
Fuel tanks.
Yes.
A 3/4 ton, I think a 36-gallon tank is wonderful, which his has.
Yes, it does.
I mean, I don't think when you have dual and you're pulling trailers all the time, yeah, it might be nice to have the extra tank, 40-gallon, all that. But I think this is the right one for this truck. 3,500 is a different opinion, but
Oh, so you're saying if you're buying a 1-ton, like a 3,500 dually or a single wheel,
yeah,
you would like a bigger tank in that
I
truck?
think you will tow more often.
Yes.
And I think it's a
Possibly.
bigger tank, yeah.
But here's how GM does it. They have their 2,500, which this is, and 3,500 trucks with the same tanks.
Yeah,
They don't change their fuel tanks.
yeah.
So that's why I think this tank is not big enough, the 36-gallon. Because if you look at Ram, they have optional 50-gallon tanks.
Right.
Ford has a 48-gallon tank.
Yes.
And those are the tanks you really need to go long distance.
Does that mean that GM is not interested in the long haulers as much as Ford and Ram? Or
I don't know.
it's just-
Maybe they're counting on efficiencies. But, well, right now, we've gone 33 miles approximately, and we're at 7.8 MPG at this maximum load.
which is what a semi will do. Generally.
Basically, yes,
Yeah.
basically.
That's
So
not impressive.
it might change a little bit because we need to go descend a little bit and then come up a little bit. But we probably will be under 8.
Well, that
So you need as big a tank as possible.
I suppose that's true, but I don't. Yeah, I know a lot of people pull horse trailers with these in their recreational vehicles, but a lot of them go up to the 3,500. But I don't know. I'm not so critical on this truck. I think it's the right size.
Okay. Now, we're gonna descend this little section here. We gotta talk about the exhaust brake. First of all, stability is wonderful.
Yes.
I'm comfy. I don't even feel like there's a heavy trailer behind me.
Yeah, and that's part of that way safe. We were able to adjust
Yeah.
the weight, move them around where we wanted to. So tongue weight's correct. The weight on the trailer ties is correct. So it's doing really well. Yeah, I mean, that's another thing about a gooseneck. Gooseneck's stable. Bumper pulls, you got to do weight distribution.
Yes. Well, because you're moving the weight of the trailer forward into the bed, right?
Right.
So it
That's
creates
exactly.
more stability.
That's true. Put more weight overall the whole truck, which you want. Like I said, to use all your brakes, use all of your transmission, everything you need. The truck that do the work for you needs to be balanced and equalizing the power and everything else. But anyhow, are we going
Exhaust
downhill?
brake.
Exhaust
Almost.
brake.
We will be right after that sign.
So does this have like a multiple exhaust brake like Ram and Ford does?
No,
Like a
it's off
two-step?
and on. It's
That's
off and
it.
on.
So it's the same one that
Yes.
everybody else has had for 20 years.
Yes.
Okay.
So I think GM needs to change that, update it,
Yeah.
because what the other guys have, Ram and Ford, like you said,
Well, sure,
is when you're descending the mountain like the I-Gauntlet,
Right.
if you let off the gas or the throttle pedal, that exhaust brake feature will remember that speed,
Yeah.
and
it's
it
awesome.
will variably control you.
Right.
Let's see what happens now. We're descending this little hill. And in this truck, you can't even hear the exhaust brake.
No, that's amazing. They've always been very quiet. These Duramax engines, very quiet.
All right, I touched the brake actually. It downshifted.
Well, that's good.
And I don't know if the exhaust brake is active or not. There's no gauge to tell me.
Yeah, that's right. It doesn't have that little turbo thing.
Yeah.
Like the rest of the guys do.
So GM could improve this a little bit. They can give you an exhaust brake gauge and also make it a little bit more variable, so it's more flexible.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's like the competition. You see what everybody else is doing, and if they're doing a lot more things than you are, the smart truck buyers are going to look at that. They're going to compare every truck, and that's what we do here on the ICE, is compare all the trucks, and we try to bring out the good and the bad. But you know, there's a lot of good things about this truck, but there's some things they need to rethink for the next model.
All right, let's keep moving, and let's go back to the truck stop.
Well, cool. We have enough fuel to get there?
Yes. Mr. Truck, we're almost done.
Cool.
Yes.
100 miles bouncing down the road.
By the way, I was just watching your recent video on Mr. Truck TV channel.
Yes. Well, I appreciate that.
Yeah,
That's cool.
that was-
I review trucks and accessories there.
Exactly.
And then you can always go to store.mrtruck.com and buy your favorite truck and trailer accessories.
Well, those are also your favorite, right?
They are.
Because
That's how I get
you
them.
wouldn't sell them if
No.
if you didn't like it.
We test everything we sell, and it's right. I only buy the ones I think are awesome.
Okay. Well, check it out, please. Store.mrtruck.com. And by the way, right now the computer is saying 8.6 MPG.
Okay, it's
Okay.
gotten better. Much better.
And actually, a month ago, Case and I ran this truck with a small trailer, car hauler.
Yeah, box trailer. And,
Yes,
And what, 5,000 pounds?
approximately. And that was 11.8.
Right.
So, empty, this truck could do about 20 MPG probably.
Yeah.
And we'll see. What about heavy loaded, like almost to the max? Let's see what it is now.
I know, we're going to find out.
All right, let's see if truckers let me in here.
Well, it's empty. It's compared to the last time I was here, it's empty.
Wow, we got lucky.
So this is a big nozzle, so it's going to flow fast.
Yes. Yes. So it's probably going to splash out.
Well, we're going to let it on the first click, so it's nice and easy. So we went actually further than ever before.
Yeah, I thought it was a long day.
Well,
around circles.
Well, because we're starting at Denver East Machinery, so we had to go a little bit out of the way. Let me see the miles.
Okay. So tell me this. This was called the Denver 100
Yes.
MPG contest. I think it should be called the Denver 100 Pothole
Pothole contest?
Pothole Contest. 'Cause
We hit a lot of potholes.
Oh, it was horrible. It was
Yeah.
horrible. I
And that-
figured Leon probably bounced off the road. That
And,
little Leon.
I mean, we're almost full payload here, right?
That's right. Yeah, we are. We are.
And I think we felt that bump stop today. That's the only negative, I would say.
Yeah.
The truck has power, it has comfort, it's quiet, but the rear end rides a little bit rough.
So if you had this at the maximum, it'd be horrible.
Yeah, I think we're almost there as far as payload is concerned,
Yeah.
right?
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it's gurgling. It's gurgling.
That's it. So we went 121.7 miles.
Yep. Big trip.
121.7 divided by 13.631.
Yeah. Yeah.
8.9. I won.
8.9.
Almost 9.
Oh my gosh! You know that. Well, now we're about what a semi would do. Well, they're going to range from 7 and up. So
Yeah.
you're beating a semi, which is good.
Yeah. So let's multiply this by 36 gallons. Okay.
Okay.
So that's mile per gallon.
Sure.
So multiply that by 36 gallons. So your range could be about 300 miles with a trailer like this, which is actually decent.
Well, yeah.
What do you think?
Well, it's better than electric.
It's way better than electric. All right. So let us know what you think in the comments below. We kind of showed you exactly what this truck is capable of. It can pull a lot heavier as well. And check out store.mrtruck.com.
Yeah, and that's what, it should be. It's 300 miles of the load.
That's pretty good.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Join us next time.